big shockwave, then it could potentially set up a combo that way. They have a lot of really nice single target pick in this composition. I love Pantheon.
These grubs.
Ooh, Cuz gonna be moving over, get some vision down. And Dr. only level 5, so no bullet times over the wall or anything like that. So Cuz now moving in, gets stunned up, and my god, goes untargetable for now. Already, Delight taking a fair bit of damage, but Cuz is out of this fight as well. Peter, and they dive on top of Zeka. He's just completely left to the wolves, or to the dogs, or whatever they are. And now Perfect is moving forward. He's so strong, goes all out onto Peanut, but they're also targeting Delight as well. He's under 100, he knows that he's dead. As Zeus dives in, can he be the champion of HLE? And it looks like he may just be. BDD now just trying to kite him as best he can. It's not going to be enough, but Zeus now may have overextended. Perfect slows him down with a Q. Cuz wanting to get one, but he's obviously got that Counter-Strike back available again, so they're not killing Zeus.
Yeah, Cuz doesn't have 6. He's so close. I feel like that's when KT is winning, though. Right now, we're kind of at an even state. Zeus is going to grab a plate. We're grouped up on these grubs again. Difficult to enter here against this Orianna. The ball was well placed. Teleport committed.
That's going to be 3. Chains of Corruption comes down, though, and in goes Delight straight into the back of the pit. That's going to be Peanut evening out the grub count, and over the wall goes Doctom. Now Perfect looking for his opportunity. This could be massive for this Cassante, but Zeka takes his opportunity and just locks them down. Delight, he has the bleed on him, but I just don't know whether it's going to be enough to kill him. It's close, but not enough.
Not quite there. Man, you might have different tastes about that.
No, I mean, it's objectively my favorite.
There you go. KT may tend to agree, though, as they are going to start this one up, and they have, once again, with BDD, Orianna ball control here in the choke. Does relinquish it, though.
Yeah, Cuz looking for a little bit of an engage opportunity. So is Peter, as the Glacial Prison goes wide. The Leona is going to go down, and now Peanut looking for more. Untargetable, though, is Cuz, as his doggos take a bit of the damage. Otherwise, it is fine. Perfect missing some Qs, but otherwise playing this lane really well. Even though he is relatively low on health for this moment in time. 20 CS in the lead as the Cassante.
Peter? Okay, that was scary.
Yeah. Okay, as I was singing his praises, it's possible that Perfect is dead. He goes all out. Let's see whether he can get out, and he does. Turret shot taken by Zeus, but that, unfortunately, the teleport a little bit slow. Shockwave comes in, and that's not a Nocturne. That's an Ethereal, and it still works.
Close enough. Also, Zay is dead, but 1,000 kills.
I love it when they come up right
They don't
as
get that kill, and he commits the TP. It's a disaster. Peter looked like maybe he was in danger, but he commits the recall, which means they can't actually punish the initial play.
He's a bit frustrated about dying earlier and manages to nail the Q this time around. Doesn't have all out, so I think Zeka is going to survive because like this guy just does not do that much. Oh, never mind. Maybe he does do the damage. Perfect's like, I'm tanky. Looking for the Q. Does not quite get it, but man.
Perfect. If you flash for that, you get him.
Peter can kill him. He's managing to land the Solar Flare, and he's looking to tank this one up. One more turret shot is almost enough to kill him because, man, you lose Eclipse and Aftershock, and you're taking a big chunk, but calculated.
And Perfect doesn't keep his flash, as Peanut looks like he's just barely going to miss.
Oh my God, are they both going to get out? Well, no, Perfect is not. He does have all out now. As the smite comes in, but the flail is going to take him down once again. Perfect on the floor, but I think that was still really cool. He got
Cassante.
Peter. Oh yeah,
that's for sure. Just utilizing his kit really well. Not even hitting all of his Qs, but that's, you know, Cassante mains know that's not 100% necessary.
No, it's not what it's about. Is now BDD could be in a little bit of trouble. Delight maybe going a little further than he needs to. BDD finding 2 with the Shockwave, now trying to get out, but the Counter-Strike should stop him. Permafrost comes in. Peanut just going to do a bit of a fadeaway on that one. And that is a kill onto the mid laner, but they do give up a lot of positional advantage around this map. Doctom pushing in mid, and you've got to push in the top lane as well. As now Perfect going to be moving on over. Piercing Arrow, not going to be able to get rid of all of the minions, but still does manage to get them away from this turret.
And Doctom, I feel like, is trying to keep, or Peter rather, is trying to keep Doctom on a leash. It's like, man, we've already done this a few times. We've overextended a little bit. He's running up to make sure that he can get out of there. Nothing bad does happen. Delight did already use his ultimate, so there wasn't going to be a punish angle there or anything like that. But you can see the rotational power of this composition for Hanwha Life and their side lane pressure is so real.
Yeah.
And KT, they're pushing a little bit with the Cassante, but it just doesn't hit the same. They will be able to grab this Dragon, though.
Rift Herald. Let's see whether they can get themselves a charge, because it was put down in a pretty awkward spot. Perfect in position, though. And now it's Peter. Has a bit of a charge opportunity. Breaks open the turret. And that is going to put KT within touching distance of the gold. 2 minutes on this Drake as well. That is going to be soul point. Even though it's Chemtech, still going to be relevant.
Uh-oh.
As Odia Peanut getting hit by the Zenith Blade. Another Shockwave connecting onto 2 because going down so low, he's going to need to go untargetable soon. And he just isn't going to be able to. That is going to be the Rise picking up the kill. And now Counter-Strike right on top of Doctom. Zeus, do they have the CC for him? That's the question. The answer is absolutely not. Peter going to have to flash out of the way, and he does do so. But HLE demonstrating that, yeah, they're in a pretty good position this game. Now looking for an Otacon themselves. This could be the game broken open.
I thought I mentioned it earlier. You know, the Sejuani's not the one that the Fury normally wants to kill. Because did try his best, and Peanut survives, which means he's here to smite this. There's no KT around this Otacon. It's disaster after Delight is able to chase down with his ultimate as well. That was here from Zach, who has TP. He's putting the pressure on that turret, and KT are struggling to rotate over and deal with it. That's just going to be a dead inner.
Yeah. I don't know whether they're going to be able to do anything about that, as they are at least rotating over. Zeka might be in a little bit of trouble. Remember, can withdraw, so he isn't exactly the end of the world. But still, it's giving away this is not a huge deal.
It's not a huge deal, but just the power of that Rise push. Jack's pushing mid at the same time. They have to go over and deal with the Rise. They barely defend the turret, but it means it's a free Dragon. Zeus wants more.
Oh dear. Doctom in a little bit of trouble here. Chains of Corruption go wide once again. Oh, it's a decent shield, but not quite enough. And Zeus, he doesn't even have to withdraw.
He will withdraw, you know, by pressing B, but yeah, not a technical withdrawal.
Yeah.
You know, Zeka's
Doctom's dead again.
I'm going to finish the job I started on this turret. You chase down one solo laner, the other one pops up, and you chase down the other solo laner, and the other one pops up back in the bottom lane. And then Zeus goes straight to the top lane with a teleport. It's like whack-a-mole. They're killing all these turrets so fast, and as soon as you deal with one, another one creeps up. Oh, we push the Jax back. Uh-oh, Zek is back in the mid lane, and now this turret's going down. It's just a great macro game here from HLE.
It's really difficult. You mentioned this kills has recently added a few extra ones on top of that at the same time. And now he's looking to fight BDD. Let's see whether Peter and Cuz are going to be enough to stop this Jax from destroying them. The Hanwha comes in. Delight now finds himself in front of 3 people. BDD going to get stabbed as the Pantheon is going to go down, but he sacrifices himself for it. Sidestep there on the piercing arrow is good, as Cuz will find the gap close. And Viper with his Edge of Night is going to be able to stave that one off quite comfortably.
Bit sloppy here from Hanwha, but you can respect the idea. Just hard push. He has the arm guard, so you have that extra time window. Delight comes in. Everyone's so squishy on KT. Want to lock to just not a whole lot of vision control, or especially control vision for KT around the pit. So, you know, pushing them off is one thing, but doing anything after that, when Zeus isn't showing, you gotta be scared.
Oh dear, Cuz down to half health immediately. Permafrost not going to be doing too much there as Doctom. Another Captain Jack. That's going to work out. Chains of Corruption again going wide. And Doctom actually some smooth footwork there as in goes Peter. I don't know about that, but still, they're going to force Zeus to use his Zhonya's one more time. Peanut going aggressive, but it's Peter that goes down. Zeus tries to dive in. This guy is immortal! As Perfect, he goes all out, and that should be able to get him. Never mind! He is actually impossible to kill as HLE are now underneath turrets. BDD had just respawned, it feels like, and is dead once again. That's an ace, and the first stand champs, I think, are looking to win their first series of the LCK 2025.
Man, what a game from Zeus on the Jax. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your greatest top laner of all time, and he's not done yet. He's got one more structure to kill, Atlas.
And it's a Leona. Oh, wait, no, the Nexus. That's what you were talking about. That is going to go down. And Zeus going to have a bit of a